The night my world cracked open, it didn't start with a scream. It started with silence. That kind of silence that presses against your chest until you start to wonder if the house itself is listening. And my name's Eli Mercer. I've spent most of my life fixing metal. 40 years as a welder. And somewhere along the way, I forgot how to fix myself. It's just me now and my old dog, Rufus. In a farmhouse too big for one soul, and my wife, Claire, has been gone 8 years. Cancer took her slow, the kind of death that leaves shadows on the walls long after the person's gone. Since then, I've kept her room locked. Couldn't stand the smell of her perfume still hiding in the sheets. That night, the air outside was cold enough to sting that I walked the same path I always did, through the field, past the barn, up toward the house. Rufus padded beside me, tail low, ears twitching. Halfway through the loop, something made me stop. Her window, the one upstairs, second floor, the room I hadn't touched since she died. Something moved behind the curtain. Why first thought? Someone's in my house. And for the first time in years, I felt blood rush through my body like fire that I bolted inside. My boots echoed against the floorboards as I charged up the stairs, my flashlight cutting through the dark. The door creaked open. The air smelled old, untouched, but everything was exactly how I left it. Her dresser, her jewelry box, the folded quilt. Nothing out of place. Still, the air felt wrong. Heavy, like someone had been breathing in there just moments before. That night, I didn't sleep much. Every creak in the house made me tense. Around 3 a.m., Rufus started growling, deep, steady, warning me of something I couldn't see. Then came the sound, slow, dragging footsteps, right above my room that I knew exactly which room that was. Claire's that I grabbed my flashlight again, climbed the stairs, heart pounding so loud it felt like it might burst through my ribs. The door was open. Empty, but something had changed. The window was unlatched, blowing cold air into the room. I never left that window open. The next night, it got worse that I found the kitchen light on when I knew I turned it off, drawers half open. The house no longer felt like mine. It felt like I was the intruder. I called the cops. They searched every inch. Nothing. They smiled politely, told me to get some rest. But I saw the way they looked at me, like I was just another lonely old man chasing ghosts. Then came a night I'll never forget. I went into Claire's room again, just to prove to myself I wasn't crazy. But when I opened the door, her clothes were scattered everywhere, that I'd packed them away years ago, sealed in boxes. Now they were draped across the bed, the floor, the dresser. And then I saw her that a woman stood by the window. Her head tilted slightly, like she was studying me. She was smaller than Claire. Hair tangled, bare feet, her face. I could barely see it, but I knew she wasn't supposed to be there. Every instinct told me to run. Instead, I charged. She turned and bolted down the stairs, out the front door. By the time I got outside, she was gone, and no tracks. No sound. Nothing but the wind and Rufus barking into the dark. For weeks after, I barely slept. Every night I heard faint footsteps above me, sometimes whispers, sometimes humming, like Claire used to when she cooked dinner. Then one night I saw her again, not in the house, but outside, standing in the yard, staring through my window. Her eyes caught the light, glinting like wet glass. That I grabbed my rifle, stepped outside, shouted for her to leave. She didn't move, didn't blink. Just watch me, so I fired into the air. The sound echoed through the fields. When the smoke cleared, she was gone. That should have been the end, but it wasn't. It's been 6 months since then. Every night I sit in my chair, staring at that window upstairs, waiting. Rufus sleeps beside me now. He's old too, slower, doesn't bark much anymore. But sometimes around midnight, he lifts his head, growls, and stares toward the ceiling. I tell myself it's the wind, old pipes, settling wood. But deep down, I know what I saw, and I know she's still up there, waiting. Maybe she's not a stranger. Maybe Claire never really left. Maybe she's angry I sealed her away, or maybe I've just been here too long, waiting for a ghost that's been inside me all along. If you ever drive past my house and see a light flicker in that window, don't stop, don't look up, just keep driving. Because not everything that watches from the dark wants to be forgotten.